Hello, my wonderful English learners. Welcome back to English Unlocked, the podcast. I'm Teacher Emma, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. Today, I want you to take a moment and relax. Take a slow, deep breath with me. Let your shoulders drop. Let your mind settle. If you understand English perfectly when you listen, but feel afraid, nervous, or completely blocked when it's time to speak, you are absolutely not alone. Every single day, I receive messages from learners around the world who share this exact same struggle. They tell me, "Emma, I can watch English movies without subtitles. I can read English books. I can follow every word in conversations. But when someone asks me a simple question, my mind goes blank." Maria from Barcelona wrote to me last week and said, "Emma, I understand everything on Netflix, but yesterday my neighbor said good morning and I just smiled and ran away. What is wrong with me?" Let me tell you something very important, Maria, and everyone listening. Nothing is wrong with you. Nothing at all. You are not bad at English. You are not slow. You are not failing. You are not behind. You are simply practicing speaking in a way that creates stress instead of confidence. Now, let me explain what's really happening in your brain. When you understand English, you're in what I call receiving mode. Your brain is relaxed, open, processing information naturally. You're like a sponge, absorbing the language without pressure. But the moment someone expects you to speak, your brain switches to performance mode. Suddenly, you're worried about grammar mistakes, about pronunciation, about saying something wrong, about sounding stupid. Here's what I've learned after teaching English for 15 years. Speaking does not grow under pressure. It grows in calm, safe moments. It grows when your brain feels relaxed and supported. Today, this episode is different. This is not a lesson with rules to memorize. This is not a test where you need to prove anything. This is not homework you must complete. This is what I call a calm practice session. You don't need a teacher sitting next to you correcting your mistakes. You don't need a classroom full of other students. You don't need to speak out loud at all. You don't even need to move your lips. You can practice English speaking confidence quietly, gently, privately, at your own pace, in the safety of your own space. Right here, right now. Let's go deeper. Let's begin with something so simple, so natural, that your brain won't even realize we're practicing speaking. I want you to just listen. That's all. Listen to my voice. Listen to the rhythm of English. Listen to how words flow together. You don't need to repeat anything. You don't need to answer any questions. You don't need to practice pronunciation. Just stay present and listen. Because here's something beautiful. When you listen calmly without the pressure to respond, your brain stays in English longer. Much longer. And that extended time in English, that's where speaking confidence actually begins. Many English learners think that speaking means talking fast, or speaking perfectly with zero mistakes, or using advanced vocabulary to impress people, or sounding exactly like a native speaker. But real speaking confidence, authentic speaking ability, starts much earlier than that. It starts with quiet thinking. It starts with comfortable listening. It starts with feeling safe in the language. When you listen to English and understand it easily, and your mind stays relaxed and curious, your brain begins to build what I call speaking pathways. These are natural connections that make English words want to come out of your mouth. Now, I want you to imagine something with me. Picture yourself at home, in your most comfortable chair. Maybe you're drinking your morning coffee. Maybe you're having evening tea. You're completely alone. There's no pressure. No one is watching. No one is judging. You put on your headphones, and you hear natural English conversation. A podcast like this one, or an English YouTube video, or an audiobook. and you understand everything. You're not trying to speak. You're not forcing yourself to repeat. You're just listening and understanding. But inside your mind, something magical is happening. You begin to notice things. You notice how certain words sound. You notice the rhythm and melody of English sentences. You notice how ideas connect to each other. You notice how emotions are expressed through tone and pace. This noticing, this quiet awareness, this is practice. This is real, valuable speaking practice. Even though you're not saying a single word out loud, you don't need to force yourself to speak before you're ready. You don't need to push through anxiety and nervousness. You don't need to correct every small mistake immediately. You don't need to sound perfect from day one. Your English speaking ability is growing quietly, naturally, in the background of your mind, even when you can't see it happening. Now let's try something together. I'm going to share with you what I call the quiet confidence method. This is a gentle way to build speaking confidence that I've developed over 15 years of teaching students just like you. First, listen to this simple sentence. Don't repeat it. Don't analyze it. Just let it settle in your mind. I understand English well. Just listen to how it sounds. Listen to the rhythm. Listen to the feeling. Now listen to this longer sentence. I understand English well, but I feel nervous when people expect me to speak. Notice how that sentence feels in your mind. Notice if it sounds familiar. Notice if it matches your experience. You don't need to repeat these sentences out loud. You don't need to memorize them. Just let them exist in your mind, comfortably, naturally. This is how real speaking confidence begins. Not with force, not with pressure, but with gentle familiarity. True confidence is not loud or dramatic. True confidence is quiet and steady, like a calm lake, like a gentle breeze. When you practice English without fear of judgment, when you listen without pressure to perform, your brain begins to feel safe with the language. And when your brain feels safe, speaking becomes easier, more natural, more automatic. This happens slowly, gradually, day by day, like a flower growing toward the sun. Take a breath. Let me tell you about Kenji, one of my students from Tokyo. 6 months ago, he sent me a message saying, "Emma, I've been studying English for 3 years. I can read English novels. I can understand English news. But when my boss asks me a question in English, my mind becomes completely empty." I taught Kenji the same calm practice method I'm sharing with you today. For 2 weeks, he practiced just listening. No speaking pressure, no grammar exercises, just comfortable, relaxed listening to English content he enjoyed. After 2 weeks, something interesting happened. Kenji started noticing English words appearing in his mind throughout the day. When he saw a red car, the words red car appeared naturally in English. When he felt hungry, he thought, I'm hungry, in English, without trying, without forcing. Last month, Kenji wrote to me again. Emma, yesterday my boss asked me about the quarterly report in English. Instead of panicking, I just answered. The words came naturally. I felt calm. This is what I want you to understand. Kenji didn't become fluent by forcing himself to speak. He became confident by giving himself permission to be comfortable with English first. Let me share another story. Ahmed from Cairo told me, Emma, I tried aggressive speaking practice for months. I made myself have conversations with strangers. I forced myself to speak English every day, but I just became more anxious. When Ahmed started practicing the calm method, when he stopped forcing and started allowing, his relationship with English completely changed. Now, he told me, English feels like a friend, not an enemy. Now, let me share something very important with you. Something that might surprise you. You do not need to speak English every single day to improve your speaking ability. Let me repeat that. You do not need to speak every day to get better at speaking. What you need is to stay connected to English every day, connected through comfortable listening, connected through gentle thinking, connected through relaxed understanding. Maybe today you listen to English music while cooking dinner. Maybe tomorrow you watch an English video while drinking your morning coffee. Maybe this weekend you read English news for 5 minutes. These quiet moments of connection matter more than you realize. Every single minute you spend comfortably in English is building your speaking confidence, even if you don't say a word. Because English grows quietly when you let it, like a garden in spring. Like strength building in your muscles, like trust growing in a friendship. If you ever feel blocked, frustrated, or stuck, remember this. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not failing. You are learning in a gentle, sustainable way. You are building real, lasting confidence. You are honoring your natural learning style. And gentle learning is not weak learning. Gentle learning is strong learning. It's learning that lasts. Before we finish today, I want to give you 3 simple things you can try this week. Not homework, not requirements, just gentle invitations. First, find 5 minutes each day to listen to English content you actually enjoy. A YouTube channel about cooking, a podcast about travel, music with English lyrics. Whatever makes you feel happy and curious. Second, when you're listening, notice one thing that sounds beautiful to you. Maybe it's the way someone says comfortable. Maybe it's the rhythm of a particular sentence. Maybe it's how emotion comes through someone's voice. Just notice. Don't analyze. Just appreciate. Third, give yourself permission to think in English throughout your day. When you see a blue sky, let the words blue sky appear in your mind. When you feel tired, let I'm tired come naturally. Don't force it. Don't worry if it's perfect. Just allow English thoughts to exist in your mind. Now, take another slow, deep breath with me. Feel your body relax. Feel your mind settle. Let today's words stay with you. Let them comfort you when you feel frustrated. Let them encourage you when you feel stuck. Remember, you don't need to rush your English journey. You don't need to push yourself before you're ready. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Your voice in English will come when your confidence is ready. Your words will flow when your brain feels safe. Your speaking ability will blossom when the conditions are right. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you for trusting me with your English journey. Thank you for being patient and gentle with yourself. Come back to this episode whenever you need calm practice. Come back whenever you need support and encouragement. Come back whenever you need to remember that you're doing better than you think. This is Teacher Emma from English Unlocked, the podcast. Until next time, my wonderful learners, stay gentle with yourself. Stay patient with your progress. And always remember, your English is growing. Quietly, naturally, beautifully.